If you hear the name Hades, chances are a familiar image appears in your mind. A cruel god. A ruler of hell. Darkness, red fire, screaming souls, and eternal punishment. But what if I told you that Hades was never a demon? Never ruled hell in the way humans imagine. And never desired the power he held. Tonight, try setting aside every familiar image. Listen to the story of a god who was never worshipped, never loved, and almost never truly understood. This is the story of Hades, the god who rules the realm of the dead, and the loneliest being on the heights of Olympus. Part 1, 3 brothers, 1 fate. After the Titans were defeated, the universe needed a new order. The 3 sons of Cronus, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades stood before their destinies. They did not compete. They did not fight. They did not scheme. They drew lots. Zeus received the sky, light and thunder, supreme authority and the reverence of humankind. Poseidon received the oceans, the storms and waves, waters that both sustain and destroy humanity. And Hades received the world below. Not hell as humans would later imagine it, but the place every soul must pass through. No reward. No punishment. Only the final destination of all life. From that moment, Hades' fate was sealed. No light. No crowded temples. No songs of praise. Only responsibility, and eternal separation from the world above. Part 2. The Unloved God. Zeus was prayed to whenever humans felt fear. Poseidon was invoked whenever ships set sail. But Hades? No one prayed to Hades. The ancient Greeks even avoided speaking his name. They called him by other titles. The Invisible One. Lord of the Underworld. The Keeper of the Final Gate. Not because Hades was cruel, but because humans fear death. And they needed someone to blame. Hades did not cause death. He merely received it. Yet in the human imagination, anyone who stands at the end of the road is always seen as terrifying. Part 3. The Underworld is not hell. Hades did not rule a land of torture. The underworld of ancient Greece was neutral. Most souls went to the asphodel meadows, a gray, silent field, without pain, without joy. Only a few went farther. Heroes to Elysium. Great criminals to Tartarus. And even Tartarus was not directly ruled by Hades. He did not judge. He did not condemn. He did not rage. Hades simply ensured order. A job no one wanted, but without it, the world would collapse. Part 4. The Silent Keeper of Law. Among all the Olympian gods, Hades followed the rules most strictly. Zeus betrayed countless times. Poseidon raged without restraint. Apollo and Artemis punished out of personal offense. And Hades? He rarely intervened. Rarely stepped into the human world. Never toyed with the fates of others. Even when his brothers broke the rules, Hades continued to do his part. Perhaps because he understood one truth better than anyone: once order is broken, no one can truly restore it. Part 5. Persephone, the Only Light. The most famous story of Hades is his taking of Persephone to the underworld. For centuries, he has been called a kidnapper. But in the oldest versions, Persephone was not entirely a victim. She became queen of the underworld. Not a prisoner. Not a slave. Beside Hades, Persephone was the only one who brought spring into the land of the dead. Hades was not jealous. He did not impose his will. He did not imprison her. He accepted a compromise. Persephone would return to the surface world each year. A tyrant would never do that. Part 6, Eternal Solitude. Hades did not attend feasts on Olympus. Did not compete for power. Did not boast of victories. He remained beneath the earth, in a place no one wants to go yet everyone must pass through. Imagine this. Millions of souls passing before your eyes. All of them afraid. All of them looking at you as a monster. And you are never allowed to explain. Part 7, Why is Hades misunderstood? Because humans need an image to fear. Because death is too difficult to accept. And because stories are always told from the side of the living. Hades does not need to be loved. He only needs to exist. And perhaps that is his greatest tragedy. If one day you are no longer here, the first to greet you will not be an angel or a demon, but a silent God who has never harmed you, only standing there to ensure your journey ends in proper order. Perhaps Hades was never evil. Only no one ever wanted to understand him.